Welcome to the Growing with Newcomers video series, presented by the Immigrant Education Society, also known as TIES. TIES is a not-for-profit organization that has been actively serving newcomers and low-income Calgarians since 1988. TIES' primary goal is to provide immigrants and economically disadvantaged individuals with a solid foothold in Canada and afford them the opportunities to feel belonging in their new community. In this 6-part series, we will learn about gardening in Calgary's regional environment, share expert knowledge, and gain food growing skills. We will explore Southern Alberta's climate conditions, local vegetables, Indigenous plants, growing options, food security, and more. In this video, we will overview food preservation tips, shine a light on the importance of food security for newcomers, and provide information on where to access local food resources. What is food security? Food security is when all people, at all times, have physical and economic access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food that meets their dietary needs and food preferences for an active and healthy life. To improve food security, some people choose to grow their own food. Why is food gardening important? Gardening is empowering. Knowing how to grow food is a valuable skill that benefits individuals, families, the environment, and society. Food grown locally in healthy soils has traveled fewer kilometers before reaching consumers, is more nutritious, tastes better, and has a lower carbon footprint. Growing food in your backyard garden or buying local, organically raised produce is a positive contribution to local food systems and food security. Food preservation. At the end of the growing season, you may have a large amount of vegetables and fruit. If your goal is to build your personal food security, then it's time to preserve your harvest. There are many different methods for preserving food. Some can be time-consuming, while others are less intensive. You will need some simple equipment to get started. It is always good to have resealable jars, paper bags, airtight plastic containers, a drying rack, twine, kitchen towels, cutting board, sharp knife, and scissors. There are many methods for food preservation, such as freezing, canning, dehydrating, or air drying. Freezing your vegetables and fruits is a quick way to preserve your harvest. It is recommended to blanch or quick cook vegetables and fruits in hot water before freezing in airtight plastic bags to lock in the nutrients and for a better taste. Frozen vegetables and fruits are best consumed within 6 months for freshness and flavor. Canning is a preservation method that requires equipment, jars, and storage space, but is a useful method for preserving wet foods like sauces and jams. You will need a canning pot insert, jars, new jar seals, a jar lifter, kitchen cloths, and all of your ingredients. Canning takes time, but properly sealed jars can be stored in a cool, dry place for years, making this option ideal for longer-term storage. Dehydrating your vegetables and fruits is a great way to have shelf-stable foods. With the help of a dehydrating appliance, you can dehydrate many items at once. You can also use an oven on low. It takes more time, but the results will be similar. Dehydrated foods are useful snacks, seasonings, or can be added to soups. Air drying or sun drying foods is commonly used around the world to preserve the harvest and very easy. Wash, dry, and place your foods on a wire rack in a dry, sunny spot for a few days. Once fully dry, foods can be moved to an airtight container for long-term storage. This works best for herbs since they will dry more quickly and will be less likely to mold or attract pests. When thinking about food security, waste reduction is a very important factor. If we can use the whole plant, leaves, peels, and all, we will have more to eat, consume less, and save money. Consider ways you can use every part of a vegetable when cooking or preserving foods. Also, consider seed saving as you harvest your vegetables. If you have organically grown produce that still has seeds, it is worth learning how to properly store those seeds for the next growing season. This practice will save money and time. Gardening is not a solution, but a supplement to food security. So let's learn more about local food options available here in Calgary. Local food. If you are looking for locally grown foods, there are many options to explore, such as food cooperatives, community-supported agriculture, and farmers markets. Food cooperatives are a group of farms who grow and sell food together. These groups will often provide a variety of different foods, including meats, cheeses, herbs, and produce. Some will even deliver it to your home for a small fee. Community-supported agriculture is an option provided by local farms where they sell shares of the season's harvest. This model helps local farms purchase seeds and plan for the growing season ahead. Farmers markets are a place to find a wide variety of foods, including meats, cheeses, honey, eggs, and locally made products. The Farm Stand program in Calgary operates during the summer months to bring local farm produce directly to communities on a weekly basis. Bulk produce stores offer larger quantities of produce for a better price than most grocery stores. Here, the food may not always be from a local source, but it is an economical option, especially if you're planning to preserve the foods you purchase. Natural food stores will often carry a wide variety of locally sourced organic produce and products. You can also find natural foods within larger grocery store chains, usually in their own aisle. There are also farms around the city of Calgary to visit, and you can pick your own vegetables during the summer months for a small fee. Some of them even have restaurants and sunflower mazes and mini markets on site, if you're looking for a fun experience. Food access. Food access organizations exist to support people who experience food insecurity, meaning they do not have access to consistent food sources, primarily because of income-related challenges. The Calgary Food Bank, Good Food Box, the Alex Community Food Center, Fresh Roots, church programs, and other organizations will provide access to free food, such as produce or hot meals, and/or have food markets where people can buy food at a low cost. These initiatives exist to meet the needs of the community and can be a great place to connect with other newcomers. There are many ways to get involved with local food access organizations as a volunteer. For example, assisting in putting together food hampers, prepping and cooking food, or as a point of contact for others in search of food resources. Food insecurity is a challenge that many people face, and a problem that will take a community of committed citizens to change. We hope that this introduction to food security brings awareness and opens conversation about how to improve food security within the Calgary community. In the next video, we'll teach you how to grow sprouts in a jar on your kitchen counter.